Chatty. Gonna wait and see who joins me. Uh, Iced coffee today. Happy holidays, everybody. I know everybody's super busy, and this live is spontaneous, as per usual with me. If you follow me, you know I tend to be spontaneous. But happy holidays. I know that for a lot of us, the holidays are not an easy time. So sending all the care and the hugs to everybody that finds the holidays to be a difficult season for them. I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer and see who joins in. Da, 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 da. So I got a new blanket recently. It's big. I got it at Costco. It's a Berkshire blanket, and it is super soft. Washes really well. I would recommend drying it on delicate so it keeps its softness and it keeps its originality. I did pick the blue because hi Jen. So I was showing everybody the new blanket I got recently at Costco. Um because for people who are new here and don't know where I live, they have pets and the pets like to cuddle with me, which means if I have a normal size throw blanket on me, which I did before, 'cause I just used something that the people here owned as my lap blanket. Um, Once the pets were on me, I basically had no blanket left for myself because if anybody with animals knows, the animals like to hog whatever blanket you are using. So I got this oversized, basically could go on a king bed blanket that I have folded and layered. Hello, Chris Walsh 5769. How are you? Um, I normally talk about minimalism and my health and just try to be raw and real and honest. I normally do like cleaning and tidying videos here if you're new. When I go live, it's just kind of chatting whatever I want to talk about. Um, I'm doing good. I currently have a sprained ankle right now, which is why we're sitting and doing things. Um, and talking instead of me up and motivating all of you. So that's the thing. Um, for anybody new here, I do live with chronic illness and chronic pain. So if you're someone who also deals with that, you know that you tend to do things on a sprained ankle, but it's also good to rest and ice and take anti-inflammatories and all those things. So I'm currently at the resting stage with my sprained ankle. Oh, you're going to Aussie in 2 hours. Okay, cool. Um, I don't know what that is or where that is, but I hope it's something fun. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, uh, I think play joins my life and they don't speak English. I'm my channel's not big enough to really have like I don't know how YouTube works when it comes to like having subtitles and other languages. People can understand what I'm saying, or if they're deaf and hard of hearing, how that works. Uh, Chris, no, I am not gonna say that. I know that's really popular right now, but I actually have a nephew who introduced me to that. But yeah, that's not following trends. Not gonna do it. But anyways, yeah, yeah, no, I know what that is. Yeah, okay, okay, I guess I will say it. Okay, so Chris here in the chat is asking me to say the whole 6, 7, and that is really popular with kids today. And I have a nephew who had to introduce that to me and tell me what that was. Um, yeah, I just Hi, Raymond Rowan. I am good. Um, I'm actually a woman. I'm actually female, but I consider myself more of a non-binary lesbian. So if somebody calls me sir, I don't mind it. But just for reference for everybody, I am a woman. I'm just a very stud butch lesbian. So hey, no apologies. I get mistaken for sir all the time. I get mistaken for being a dude all the time, and I honestly don't care. If somebody wants to call me sir, that's fine by me. Aw, thank Peb Noodle. So how is everybody doing? Oh, bye, Chris. I hope you have a good day. Um, yes. So, like I said, I live with chronic illness and chronic pain. I currently have a sprained ankle, and I live minimally, and I've had this YouTube channel since 2017. Aw, thank you, Raymond. Um, so that's just a little bit about me for anybody who's coming into the live. Aw, thanks, Peb Noodle. Yeah, it's my life. Um, I have a condition called hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It's a genetic connective tissue disorder, and it basically just means that your connective tissue holds everything together. When you have a connective tissue disorder, your body is not holding itself together, so you injure very easily, and you have a lot of health issues that go along with it because it affects every part of your body. So just know with most people with chronic illness or chronic pain, when they bring it up, one, it's to raise awareness, and two, it's not, you know, for sympathy or to make you feel bad. It's just, like I said, to raise awareness and to give people more understanding and all the things. So, what is everybody doing for the holiday? Um, I know it can be hard for a lot of people. You know, we miss people who have passed on. Um, we miss people we can't see. I know I have friends and stuff this year who have recently lost people they were close to, and so this holiday season's particularly hard for them. So just know that if the holiday season is a difficult time for you, a hard time for you, for whatever reason, know that, you know, sending all the hugs and the care and everything. So recently, for the very first time, I put out a edited video, um, because of just this channel being strictly a hobby and stuff, and just I haven't ever really done edited content, and so I did an edited video and I used InShot, not realizing that they were going to have their logo at the bottom of my video if I didn't pay for the service. So that is, yeah, the holidays can be hard. So that is there was that, and then there was also, because I was tired and in pain when I was editing, which is why I normally don't edit. Um, I didn't edit the video as well as I could have. I basically just made 3 small videos and had the, InShot editing app, um, put them together for me, and I just uploaded it, and that's all the editing I did. And so it wasn't well planned, it wasn't well thought out on what I was gonna say. Oh, thank you. Um, yeah. So with the edited video, it has not done well compared to all the other videos on my channel, and I wanted to come on here and kind of try and push the video out a little bit, but also, if anybody goes and watches that edited video, which I think is the most recent video on my channel, if anybody goes and watches that edited video, I would love for you guys to be honest in the comments and tell me what you think, because um if I could even bother trying to edit another video, or if I'm even gonna bother doing it, or if it wasn't the editing that you guys didn't like and it was just something else. I would love to know. I need honest feedback since that was my first ever edited video. I know with comments and stuff on videos, people usually try to be super kind and polite, which I still want to be respectful, but absolutely be honest with me and don't just like gloss over, because I need to, if I am going to try and edit again, I need help on what that should look like. So, coffee. So, yeah. Um, since filming that video, my room has changed slightly. I've added a decor piece. Um, if you go to my Instagram of minimalzebra, if you have Instagram, I made a post of my Christmas decor at night, and with the decor piece added, and it looks really pretty. The decor piece that I added is going to be up year round, but it just happens to match my Christmas aesthetic. So, and there are some other changes to my room upcoming and things, but it's really exciting. Um, Oh, thank you, Jen. Yeah, my friend Jen follows me also we follow each other also on Instagram. So she's seeing what it looks like, and it does. It looks very pretty. Uh, Next time I am down in my room and I am filming, you guys will be able to see it. Let's see what else. For me, I'm gonna have a pretty quiet Christmas. Some friends have invited me to do Christmas with them for part of the day, all day. We shall see what that ends up looking like. But so that's a thing. So I'm excited for that. Um, this friend loves to cook and stuff, so I know that the food is gonna be absolutely amazing. Uh, and then with the upcoming changes to my room, it's stuff that the people I live with want to do. And that I've agreed to being like, okay, yeah, we can do that in my room. So it's just changes that they want to make, but it's gonna benefit all of us. So, but because I don't know how soon any of these plans are gonna happen, um, I don't, or or financial circumstances are gonna change and we won't be able to do it. So I don't want to like get you guys' hopes up, but it is looking like changes to my room are gonna be made. So, because one of the things that we've been doing, and I highly recommend this if they have somebody living with them who, and the living situation is going to be more permanent. If you're able to, or if they're able to turn their room into like basically like a hotel room studio setup, uh, because as someone with chronic illness and chronic pain, having that kind of setup in the room is so nice. So, like, if you've watched my content, you'll see that they put a mini fridge and like a motel sized mini fridge and a microwave and a coffee pot and stuff in my closet. And then we mounted the TV to the wall so I can have my game systems and my Blu-ray player hooked up. Um, I have my art on the walls, my bed and my side table set up the way I want. Uh, it's looking like we might add like an electric fireplace because the room does get cold. Um, and so it's just those changes. Having a spot in my closet for it's really nice. It is. It's really nice. So if you have chronic illness and chronic pain, or if someone, yeah, no, I'm excited for the fireplace idea. Um, and they plan on it. Yeah. Anyway, you'll have to. I can't wait to show everybody when that happens. But that's looking like it's going to be a thing. The other thing that we are planning on doing for my room is I'm going to have either a chair and an ottoman or a recliner in my room. Hopefully. Uh, So that way I basically can treat my room like a little studio apartment and recline or sit in the chair sometimes, and then, or be in my bed and kind of have options to rotate back and forth between. And also, it's nice because if once I have a chair or recliner in my room, then if somebody comes in my room to hang out with me or to do video games or something or watch a movie, then they have a more comfortable place to sit than being on my bed with me. So it's gonna be really nice. I'm really excited. Uh, I actually have a bag right now, a paper grocery bag of some clothes I'm going to be decluttering. So I do have a declutter pile started again. Um, I know if you live minimally, you'll understand. If you've at the maintenance phase of decluttering, you understand. It's rare to have like these like big declutter sessions anymore. You basically get to the point where you're like maintenance decluttering, and that's where I'm at. Um, like I've been like replacing things that are old and worn out, or somebody will get me something, or I'll get something I need or want, and then, but I'm decluttering too, so it's kind of that like two in, one out. I mean, one in, two out, or the one in, one out rule of just decluttering things, but then also occasionally getting something. So that's kind of where I'm at with decluttering. If you at the decluttering stage where you're like doing like these still doing these like big declutters still, I've been there and I get it. The key to not having to do those big declutters as often is basically to try to set boundaries as far as stuff coming into your place is concerned. Set boundaries as far as like free stuff coming in, or people giving you things, or you buying things, of as much as you can, really limiting the flow of what comes in. And if stuff is coming in, try and get stuff out that is no longer serving you or that you no longer want. And my other big decluttering tip is if you're in a space and you're like, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do, um, or if you have like a really large declutter pile because you've just moved somewhere and the space is full of boxes and you're like, where the F do I start? Then what I do is I turns out this is like considered like the Anna K. White's method now. But basically what I do and what I was taught to do is I like just grab like the obvious, I'm getting rid of that, or that's trash, and just going piece by piece through stuff that I could see, stuff that's close to me, and it's just saying, "Don't want that anymore. That's trash." Um, and usually when I have stuff, I'm like, "Oh, that's trash," or like if I'm doing like an actual like focus declutter and not just randomly decluttering when I open my closet or something, then I'll like find a piece of trash and I'll throw it away. If I'm doing like a focused declutter where I'm like actually going through things, whether it's for a video or just personally, then I try to have a trash bag or a trash can in whatever space with me. Um, just so, because the chronic illness hack is you don't want to be walking back and forth and going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So if you are able to, um, whether it's from somebody helping you or whether you're sitting and you're doing it by yourself, having a trash bag or a trash can next to you. So as you're going through a space, you can just start throwing trash away and not just have a trash pile somewhere or having to walk back and forth to a trash can is a amazing life hack. Hey Minerva. Hey kitty kitty. Hey babies. Auntie's doing a live right now, Minerva. Anyways, I live to have a cat. Hi babies. Hi. Hi. So yes, sorry, just a minute, the cat was on me. Yeah, so I would highly recommend that. And also, like, if it's a spontaneous declutter, you can make like a declutter pile and then just put it in a bag or a box. If it's a planned declutter, I would recommend, having bags or boxes next to you to put stuff in. And I will also say, if you are gathering trash and you don't have a trash can next to you and it's just a trash bag, if you can use a Sharpie or some like dark marker to label your box or bag trash, to label your box or bag donate, so you don't get those things mixed up. Or I know some people like to do like black trash bags or donate and white trash bags or trash. That also works if you have like multicolored trash bags. You can say this color trash bag is for this color trash bag is for that. This kind of box is for donate, this kind of box is for trash, or recycle or whatever. It's a big help. So yeah, coffee. So in this crazy holiday season, I wanted to give some decluttering tips, to give some life updates, to just kind of chat since it's quiet right now. Really am trying to get back into my YouTube channel and be better about filming and stuff. It's just this year has been a lot for me. Um, and it's something that I don't want to go into right now. It's just, so it's like if I was going to go into that kind of stuff, I would need like a trigger warning on this live. So we're not going to do that. But this year it's been a lot. So, and I just haven't been as positive as I should be or as I could be. And I don't like to bring my negativity onto other people or onto YouTube. I try to keep it pretty positive. So if I'm struggling and I'm sounding really negative a lot, um, I tend to just go quiet for a bit and then be like, today, well, I can be positive and be a light and smiley and stuff and everything. But 'tis the season, right, everybody? So does anybody have any questions? Anything they want to talk about? Let me know. Jen, how are you doing? Are we still good on time? Gonna go quiet here for a second and see if anybody has anything. Okay. Well, as you can see from the background where I live, they also already decorated for Christmas. Um, we also put menorahs out to have for Hanukkah. For Hanukkah, for me, it's not a religious thing. It's just I don't know what it is for me anymore, but I still do it. So I still have the menorah out. If you guys are new here and you don't know, I'm agnostic. So holidays don't hold any religious meaning for me. It's more a love of certain holidays and the tradition than anything else. And what holidays have been for me as an adult. Are any of you that way? Are you guys religious? Are you spiritual? Do holidays not hold any meaning and it's just in that way? It's just, is it different for you as well? I would love to hear. And just so you know, anybody who goes back and watches this live with these questions I'm asking people in the chat, feel free to answer these questions in the comments. Or if you're in the chat and you want to answer in the chat, you want to answer in the comments, you can do that as well. I just ask that everybody be kind and respectful and nice. It's that old adage of if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So, because the people with that may have differing, we all have differing beliefs, and with some people in their beliefs, it's like talking to a wall. There's just you can have the most logical, reasonable argument on the planet, and they just it's not going to change their mind. Um, and then there are other people where you may not change their mind, but you can talk to them reasonably about it. So, but for YouTube, I tend to err on the side of caution, and I ask that people commenting and in the chat do the same, where, you know, have your beliefs, have your opinions, share your beliefs, share your opinions, but if you want to get argumentative about it, just don't. Yes, we can talk reality and stuff and be honest about things, but let's keep this positive, non-argumentative space. Hey, Minerva. This is my good kitty babies. Okay, so it's been a few minutes, and the chat and everything, even how many people it says are watching my live, is quiet. So I'm gonna give it just a little bit longer, and if I don't hear anything in the chat, then I'm gonna end this live. Otherwise, it's just me talking to myself. And I can do that without being on YouTube. Not that I have those kind of mental health issues, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, mm, yeah, some of you will get it. I know my friend Jen had chores and stuff she wanted to get done today. So, Jen, have you started your chores? Are you busy, dearie? You doing okay? Checking in with my moderator, seeing how she's doing. Okay, but everybody, this is about to hit the 40-minute mark. I might just end this live here. Ta-da. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Okay, it's 40 minutes and it is still quiet. So I don't know if the chat is having issues or what, or if it's just quiet and people are busy. But I think I'm going to end this live here. So thank you to my friend Jen for moderating for me. Thank you to everyone who joined this live and were in the chat with me and for staying nice and respectful. I do save my live so they can be watched again. So watch it, comment, like it if you want to like it. I would love for people to subscribe. And I will see you next time. Loves. Bye.